Hello, I'm Nige.
I'm Anders. Welcome to another cheeky extra. What have we just been doing?
Some IPAs.
Yeah,
And it was a little bit disappointing, actually.
it was, wasn't it? Yeah.
So we're having a cheeky extra.
Any excuse for a cheeky extra? Yeah, exactly.
Hopefully this is, yeah. What have you got today, Anders?
Well, I've gone for something, again, it's in my little box from Beer 52, which
Right.
throws me random stuff.
Yeah.
And I've got something from the Fierce Brewery, and it's called May Contain Brambles. It's a bramble porter.
Oh, that's quite apt, because I was in Morrison's the other day, walking along, and I thought something like, oh, that looks interesting. Perfect for the cheeky extra, because it's something I quite like to drink. So
okay.
I think I'm playing safe today, but
Good.
it's a porter.
Is it?
Nevermore, and that's Adnams and Thornbridge Brewery collaboration.
A little bit of a collab there. Beautiful.
India Porter, 5%.
Okay. This comes in also at 5%. And I frankly don't know what a bramble porter is.
I like the sound of that.
It just sounds interesting, doesn't it?
But would you like to?
Shall I? Yeah.
Pour first.
Okay, let's go. Let's get beer cam up and running. Oh, come on, you coquettish little thing, you. Come on. There we go. Up and running. So there we go. A little sniff. Not getting a lot from that.
So what was the brewery again?
I think it's called Fierce. I'll give you a little bit more when I've poured. I mean, it looks like porter. It's got a beautiful head on it. Look at that hoppy. Wow. There you go. See that?
Lovely.
Yeah. So there we go. Your turn. Go on.
I'll get mine poured in. Beer, come on.
And sorry, you saying yours is a collaboration between Adnams
and
Thornbridge?
Adnams Brewery and Thornbridge.
That's quite, yeah.
No, it's, I mean,
it's interesting. That's two quite large breweries, big name breweries.
It's very carbonated. This.
Okay.
Hasn't got the nice creamy head you've got. It's quite a.
I'm waiting for my creamy head to subside before I.
There's lots of fizz in this.
Oh, gee whiz!
It was very vocal with the bubbles.
Was it? Nice phrase. I like that. Vocal with the bubbles.
Yes. Anyway, I'm getting.
Do you know what this smells to me? And I'm slightly worried about it. It smells a little bit like Ribena.
No.
Yeah. Hopefully grown up Ribena.
That. It's got a sweetness coming off in the aroma, but it's a really rich sweetness. Not overly, it's just quality. That's
okay. Well, in fairness, I think I'm accusing myself of lazy journalism, on the basis that Ribena would suggest it's black curranty. It's actually, this is very blackberry-y, and there is a difference to be seen. That is just. I'm going in. I don't care what you say.
I'm going in as well. Cheers.
Don't know what to think about this. It's like there's a bit of apple in there as well.
Oh, apple and blackberry pie.
It is like a blackberry and apple pie.
Lovely.
I'm quite enjoying. Yeah, quite nice. Yours?
This is it's a dark beer, pretty much, well, very, very dark brown.
Mm-hmm.
But it tastes very light. It tastes like a porter. There's no doubt it is a porter with flavor.
Okay.
But it's got a lightness to it all. You got light caramel, burnt caramel, the roasted malts there. It's,
right. Okay. Yeah.
Everything's subtle about it. That's the sort of thing you can just drink. You could get the pub and you think, oh, that was nice. I'll have another pub. You could session this. Well, it's 5%. So it's a bit pokey, but you could. This is the sort of thing. If I was drinking the pub, I'd have, like I did a few weeks ago when I was in the pub with some mates, and there was a very nice porter, but that was about 5%. And I had too much of that, and it really hurt. But that's another story. But this is in that category. That is something I'd like to drink all the time, which is a shame because it's only an itty bitty can.
Now, what I'd say about mine is I like it. It's nice. It has a sweetness to it, which, would hold me back from drinking too many. But
it's one of those that it's a savouring beer. If you're going to have one in the night, it's one you just...
Yeah, absolutely. And it's really nice to have a different beer. They have these sours, which I really don't like, which are all sour beers are just, but this one I like. Yeah.
Anyway, enough about the beer.
Yeah.
It is time to have a look at what's behind you. Do you like the link?
You, my friend, should be on television.
Nice link, eh?
I can see you doing Blue Peter. It's brilliant. Yeah. Do you know what? This is a great album. As well,
Yeah,
I like it a lot.
I know as well.
I know that you love it immensely.
Yes.
So you're going to have to do all the hard graft on this. But this is Time by ELO. ELO, bit of an overlooked band, I think.
Awesome band.
Yeah.
That album, it's concept album because it's all about time and stuff and the future, but there were so many hits off that album.
Yes.
That got into the charts. Do you want to read through the track list?
I'll go through. Yes, I will do, because you might not know the titles, but you would know the songs when you heard them.
Yeah, the big hit from that was "Hold On Tight," which is just
it's a huge song, isn't it? And then we've got "The Lights Go Down," from the end of the world. "Rain Is Falling." It's a beautiful song. Sorry, I'm going the wrong way. So we've got Prologue. We've got Twilight.
Twilight is just Twilight. That's probably my favorite song on the album.
You think? Okay.
Yeah, it is. Love it.
Yours truly, 2095. Ticket to the Moon. Oh, that's a beautiful song. That really is. The Way Life Is Meant to Be. Another Heartbreaks. Rain Is Falling. From the End of the World, The Lights Go Down. Here Is the Man. 21st Century Man. Hold On Tight. And then the epilogue. Nice inner sleeve as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the Electric Light Orchestra, those four members, that was basically the band, and they hired violin and cello players when they went places because it was cheaper. But the Electric Light Orchestra comes from it's not about light, it's about light as in weight.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Okay.
because in orchestra terms, you've got the full orchestra and you have a light orchestra, which is the minimum amount. So you have to have a
I see. Right. Okay.
and that was called a light orchestra. And so the Electric Light Orchestra is about the minimum musicians to have
A full sound or whatever. Yeah.
Very clever because they use the lighting and everything for light.
Yeah. Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah, that album, my mate had a mate who was a big fan of ELO, and he played that to death. And eventually wore me down and I bought it because it was just, yeah, that's what got me into ELO.
Yeah.
That
There's very few people that can string a song together. Like I've forgotten his name, Jeff Lynne. Just an amazing songwriter who then went on to do work with Tom Petty and George Harrison and
Traveling Wilburys. He was one of the Wilburys.
He was one of the Wilburys, exactly. Yeah. So yeah, status assured as a decent songwriter. And
he's a Brummie, but he lives in America. But he still sounds like a Brummie.
Yeah. And often, I assume never seen without a pair of sunglasses on.
No.
He does seem to be one of those people that, just in the way that Bonio does, always wearing sunglasses.
Yeah, one of my fave bands, ELO.
Yeah.
That was pretty much that album. I think the one before was Discovery.
Yeah.
But it was a bit of a transition time where there were big orchestral pieces and it got a bit more disco-y.
Oh, okay.
Round about that transition, Jeff Lynne really got into, he wanted just a constant drum beat, disco type sound, because he could write melodies around that. He really loved doing that. And I think that was the start of the downfall and the split, because if you're a drummer and just going boom, tish, boom the whole time, it's a bit boring.
Yeah.
And I think that was the start of the split.
The drummer was Bevan?
Bevan.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think ELO, for all their worth, and they are known as a great band, I still think they are underrated.
So I'm going to name drop here. Actually, I can't name drop because I can't remember his name, but I had a friend who writes music for TV stuff. I would name a bit. You would have heard his stuff.
Yes, I remember you talking about him. Yeah, go
on. The BBC News theme tune's one of his compositions. Anyway, wife had went away on a guide thing weekend or something, guidey stuff, and our friends, the music people, had having a dinner party, and they were one person short, so they invited me along. Anyway, went along, good friends with them. And I was sat next to this couple, and I was talking to this guy's wife, because my wife was pregnant at the time with our first, and talking baby stuff and things. Anyway, the guy next to me, sort of long hair, and I said, so what do you do? He said, oh, I'm a musician. I said, oh, what sort of stuff? He said, well, I'm a guitarist with ELO 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because when ELO 2 started, Bevan and some of the members, when it all split, started up ELO 2, and they toured.
Oh, did they really?
With the orchestra doing ELO stuff.
Okay, is that without Jeff Lynne?
Without Jeff Lynne, and I was sat next to the new Jeff Lynne. I thought, oh, he was such a nice guy.
Yeah.
So
and I don't really mean to demean your experience.
No.
But
he wasn't Jeff Lynne.
He's Jeff Lynne light. Yeah.
I've watched it afterwards. Well, no, I didn't have internet in those days, but I've looked at. I probably did, but we didn't have it. But I looked on online and recently and watched it. He is very good.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. Yeah,
but he's not Jeff Lynne.
he's not.
Because I saw ELO at Glastonbury the other day.
Oh, they did the Legends Sunday one year, didn't they?
Oh, awesome set.
That Legends Sunday thing is just impressive. I love
that
bit. I was watching Lionel Richie on Legends Sunday at Glastonbury.
Yeah.
And flip me, he was throwing. I mean, we know his songs, but he was banging them out, and there was so much energy, and there was. Oh, go Google it. Honestly, go on YouTube and look up Lionel Richie Legends.
Is that the set Dolly Parton did a few years ago?
She did a Legends Sunday as well. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, well, for people our age, that's the best bit, isn't it?
It really is. Yeah.
Because their line actually is someone I've never heard of. Well, they're well known, but they do this rap stuff or something.
Do you know what I have to say? I saw Stormzy headlining Glastonbury, and I knew nothing about Stormzy. And I did think, Stormzy, get a belt, because his trousers kept falling down.
You just feel uncomfortable, don't you?
But I have to say,
he was very good.
He was very, very good. Yeah.
I know, yeah.
I mean, he was pretty
I remember watching that because I hadn't heard any of his stuff. And
no.
I was actually at my in-laws' house. And they were well, quite progressive sort of them, because Stormzy's a Christian, isn't he?
Don't know.
I think he is. And that's why they were watching it.
Oh, okay. Don't know.
Well, I think that was the case. Anyway, I might be wrong.
I don't know, but there is, I think the song he finished the set with was Grace, I think it's called. And that's terribly, terribly, terribly good. There you go. There's a middle-class review for you. It was terribly good.
I've almost finished. We've done the whole episode without a break. Well, I have.
Well, yeah. So, yeah. Actually, all I'm going to say before we finish this off, I'm going to give you a recommendation.
Ooh.
Yeah. There's an album called The Software Slump, and it's by a band called Grandaddy. And I think there's a little bit of ELO in there, and I'd be interested to see what you think about that.
All right, Grandaddy.
Mm.
You might have to message me, Anders, because I probably forget in about 10 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely.
You get to this sort of age and things like that just vanish from the mind.
And it does remind me of time, because it is a concept album, The Software Slump. And it's about a spaceman.
Oh.
And there's, and it musically, it's not as big and as expansive as ELO, but there is I think at the core, a little bit of ELO in there.
Marvelous.
Messaging. Right. Well, I tell you what, this is only getting better.
Yeah, I've almost finished mine.
I've been very slow with this because I've been.
Well, this is because this is a session one, which you can glug, although it's only a little can.
Yeah.
And you got a big one. Well, it wasn't a big, it's a little can, but there's a sippy thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've had enough now, so I'm going. Bye.
Right, off you go then. I'm going to say like, comment, subscribe, and all of that. Thanks for watching. If you've watched this long, well done to you. Until the next time, goodbye.
See ya.